On the 12th of July 2021, deep in the Alaskan Wilderness, about 40 miles outside of the small city of Nome, Richard Jessee was on his way to mine at his gold claim. He was riding an ATV with a trailer attached to the back when suddenly a bear came out of nowhere and attacked him. The bear rode over his ATV like a toy car with him still on it and threw it into the river next to the trail. Richard was carrying a pistol which he then fired at the bear, hoping to scare it. It worked. The bear retreated, but Richard had lost his ATV and his phone during the fall into the river, and now hypothermic, had no way of contacting the outside world. As he made his way back to the small shack he was staying in, he realized the bear was stalking him. His nightmare had only just begun. Most of us have watched the movie The Revenant, which stars Leonardo DiCaprio fighting off and surviving after a gruesome bear attack. But for Jessee, this reality was all too real. Not long after escaping back to his shack, he saw the bear outside, looking for a way in. He ducked down away from the window with his back to the door and waited silently. He could hear the bear outside. The bear then attempted to get through the door, shaking the door almost off its hinges. It then went silent, and Jessee looked out the window. The bear was now nowhere to be seen. That night, however, shortly after Jessee went to sleep, the bear again attempted to gain access, shaking the doors, windows, and walls. Jessee just couldn't understand why the bear was being so aggressive. He assumed it may have had cubs nearby, or possibly hunting him for meat. In between attacks, he gathered some plywood and painted SOS on them before placing it on his shack roof. He then waited several more days, sitting in shock, hoping for help to arrive. On the 16th of July, a Coast Guard helicopter was on a mission in Nome and took an atypical route due to cloud and weather concerns. They state, "We were flying near a lot of old mining sites, and my co-pilot noticed a guy waving at us. He was waving with two hands over his head, and that's usually a sign of distress, so we turned to fly over to check it out and make sure he was okay. As we came up, we noticed on top of his roof he had painted SOS, help me." The helicopter landed nearby, and the crew helped Jessee aboard and examined him for visible injuries. Though he had no visible lacerations and wasn't mauled, he did have several large bruises and a knee injury. When they landed in Nome, he was transferred to an ambulance that took him to the Norton Sound Regional Hospital. The Coast Guard later commented that, "We had no idea he was there. We just happened upon him on our way to another mission. Had he waved just one hand, we probably would have just kept on going. The fact that he waved with both hands over his head is indicative of distress, which is what prompted us to circle around." Luckily, Jessee's friends had reported him overdue to Alaska State Troopers on the 16th of July, the same day the Coast Guard crew independently spotted him. Not everyone believes Jessee's story though. Shortly after his rescue, some locals converged on his shack to look for evidence of a bear attack and said that while there was some damage to the shack, they could not find any bear tracks, prints, or hair. They say he may have crashed his ATV by mistake and was too embarrassed to admit it, so created a wild bear attack story. Jessee has responded to them saying they can believe what they want. The Coast Guard though did say they were surprised he did not have more injuries related to his story. What do you think? Real or fake? And do any of you have any scary close encounters with bears? Let me know in the comments below.